Right, everyone, I thought I'd just give you a little glimpse into how I do my bespoke tailoring. So this is the waistcoat I'm just finishing off now. So I've stitched inside, bagged it through, see the linings in, and now I've got to baste the seam, roll the seam, and baste the edges together. So I'm just giving you a little glimpse into the real bespoke methods. So I'm just getting this on the wrong side. Now, as I said before, you can actually do it from the right side, which I will show you, because a lot of sewers do it from the wrong side with this little seam allowance. Can you see? And they just kind of gauge it and do there. But I kind of do this way. I wanted to show you both methods. You can decide. I go from the right side, the way it's finished. Then I can really gauge how it's going to look when it's finished. So usually I'll get my little pot of water. Do you remember my little water? Somewhere anyway. And I wet that so I can roll the seams over easily. And then I'll just baste, what we call basting. You can see, rolling it over. And now I can actually see where it's going to be finished, how it's going to look, how it's going to be seen. So I do it from the right side. Most sewers will do it from the wrong side. I like to see how it's finished as well. So I've got more control this way. This is the finished edge now. Can you see? So, oops, my thread's come out. Let's put this back in. So, there's many ways to do things. As long as the end result is beautifully cut, beautifully stitched, beautifully made, and the most important thing, it hangs and fits the person, the client, perfectly, then that's it. You've done a great job. But you've always got to take your time. I mean, I see a lot of these home sewers, they rush things, and you've got to take your time and everything. So I've already done that bit now. So I'll just last stitch on this. I'm just holding the seam together now. So that's done now. And then the last thing to do is this lapel will roll over. There's a line there. This will roll over there. So what I do, there's got to be no fullness in here, but there's got to be some ease as this rolls over. You can see. So the way we do that is, I did show you earlier, but I'm showing you. All right, I can't find my little clippers. I use my big 13-inch shears there. So just see, everyone. Let's get this threaded in there. So remember, this is my thread marking thread, my basting thread. So what we're going to do is we'll roll this over from the wrong side here, roll it to the right side, and we'll just go virtually on the edge, nearly on the edge, and we'll do some little diagonal stitches going down, and that'll ensure that is flat there, but you're rolling this over, you've got some ease coming over here, because it's got to come back on itself anyway. So that's what we're doing, you see? So we're rolling this over on the edge of the lapel. This is the lapel. See this now? Just make sure there's no fullness on the wrong side. And let's see how we manipulate the fabrics to go where we want it to go. And I'll go down to where the roll line, break line, whatever you want to call it, finishes. And then that's how it's going to be. So I do kind of 2 rows really, to be quite honest. See, I'm rolling it over, and that's done. Then I'll do another line. So I'll bring that right over again. Could be an inch in from the original line. You don't measure anything, just use your eye. So I'm just going to roll this over now, you can see. I'm rolling it over again. So this ensures we've got the right amount of ease as it goes over the lapel line. You see? So rolling it over. So this is not tight. You cannot have a tight. You cannot have a tight lapel. You're getting yourself into a lot of bother. Okay. I'll run out of thread. No problem. Just get some more thread. Right, and so there's so many procedures in bespoke tailoring you have to learn. But if you've got the passion, dedication for it, anyone can become pretty good at what you do. Apparently, you got to do 10,000 hours in your studies to become proficient in what you're going to do. Like when I was doing my music as a musician, gosh, I was practicing 5, 6, 7 hours every day without fail. And if you want to be good at anything, really, you got to put the hours in. To be quite honest, So, and that's it. So that's fine. Now the last thing we do, where the crease line is here, is in my crease line. We're going to bring this up, and we're going to. This ensures that we've got the right amount of ease. This controls where the break line actually is as well. So just put that there, and see we bring this up. Just go along that. I've actually chalked this break line in anyway, so this will hold that ease in, and it's where our roll line is. That's our guideline anyway. You can see. So I'm just bringing it up here on the wrong side, and just because now we're going to make sure. See, there's no fullness in there. That's what we need, and we've got the fullness and the ease in where as we've got the fullness and ease as the lapel rolls over.